Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you today about ostomy supplies. Things have changed quite drastically in the 8 years that I've been an ostomate. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the things that I'm doing in times of tariffs and in times of healthcare changes. So just a little bit of background. I have an ostomy because I had collagenous colitis secondary to Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So I have always required more ostomy bags and supplies per day than what my insurance companies and what most insurance companies in America will allow. I'm on Medicare and mine would allow for about a once every 3 to 5 day bag change scenario, which for some people that may work, but with me and the fact that my stoma changes sizes throughout the day, sometimes I can go up to 3 or 4 bag changes a day when things are really bad. So in 2020, I switched over to buying my ostomy supplies from Amazon. And while that was frustrating, it allowed me to get the exact number that I needed. And it was pretty comparable to what I was paying copay wise for my insurance. I was still getting Coloplast. I was still getting Hollister. Since 2026, tariffs, wars, other things that have had supply shock, it's really difficult, if not prohibitive because of cost, to get the companies that I've been using previously. So I took a shot and I used the new stuff that I could buy on Amazon for the old comparable prices, or even a little bit better than I used to, on companies that I never tried before. So I want to review them real quick, just because I'm guessing there are other people out there who are going through this as well and don't know what might be good, might not be worth it. So I'm not sponsored, and I can only talk to the issues that I have with ostomy bags and the things that I have preferred and not preferred about them. If you have more questions, or if you want to start a discussion further in the comments, please do, because I know that every ostomy, why they need an ostomy, what their skin situation, what their peristomal history is going to be different. I have terrible peristomal skin. I have MCAS with my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, so I become allergic to products that I have to put on my body on a regular basis, which is, of course, the bag that I wear 24 hours a day. The company that I went with is Dariami, and I could get this entire box, which has 20 ostomy bags, convex, for less than I was paying for 10 of the Coloplast ones. What I will say is that they got a lot of the things that I love about Coloplast right, especially the closure at the bottom. You roll it and then you actually still have tabs to close it with after. Also, really liked the Hollister actual part of the faceplate, which I think they have gotten closer to. However, I will say that the plastic that they use, it's nice. It's got that kind of like hyaluronic feeling to it, as the Hollister does, but it breaks down a little bit faster. So I started using their ostomy strips, and these are from the company Hyagi. I'm thinking these might all be the same. I have no idea where all these are processed, but they feel similar in packaging and everything. So these are what the strips look like. They come in little half moon circles, and I like them because I just put them around the edges of my bag. And then I find that I can shower and take baths, things like that, and not have as much of almost like a goopy breaking down that these ones have. So that's my only knock on the bag so far. As far as peristomal health, it's been really good on my skin. I also am using barrier spray, and I am crusting every single time I do a bag change, because that's really important for my health specifically. And then also the ostomy rings by Dariami are very similar to the Hollister ones. I really like them because they're thick, but I will say, different to the Hollister ones, they actually hold their shape a lot longer. They're a lot like the Hollister ones, but dissimilar to the Hollister ones, they don't keep their mold as quickly. So what I have actually found after multiple bag changes and multiple wears is that I cut this in half with the same scissors that I'm using to trace out my ostomy bag. And then I actually mold this to the ostomy bag itself. And then I go take a shower, have everything off, let myself clean everything. And then by the time I get back out of the shower, it seems to have had enough time to mold to the bag directly. And then I put that on my skin. If you would like me to do a full bag change where I show you everything that I'm doing in real time, please let me know. I'd be happy to show you that. This is what's worked for me, and it's been a big change in how much I've had to pay. My last order before I switched over to these products was almost $400 for my standard order, and this one was closer to $120 and still came in the Amazon shipping. Please don't be embarrassed. If you also don't know who else to contact, if you contact your insurance, there's likely a wound care ostomy nurse that is available through them. If you order these and they're still not right for you, get with a wound care ostomy nurse. They are the greatest wealth of knowledge. If anyone else has any other tricks that they have found, please drop them in the comments. If you want to have any other conversations about ostomy stuff, please let me know. If you would like me to do a real change in real time and show you how I'm laying each of the products on my actual ostomy and on my skin, I would be happy to do that. I have gone through so much trial and error, and if I can save you some of the heartache and hurt that I've gone through, I would love to. Good luck out there.